Killing animals to survive the wilderness. If you ever find yourself lost in the woods, one of the most important things you will need to know is how to kill and capture food for you to consume. Although many people are against the killing of animals, when it comes to survival, you have to be able to give your body the ability and energy to survive until you're rescued. And for many, this means by killing an animal to eat to survive. There are many different ways that you can kill your food to consume. Of course, one of the easiest and most common ways to kill your food is by the use of a knife. However, there are many people that do not have a knife when they become lost in the woods and have to use other methods to capture their food. Fish can be caught barehanded without any use of a weapon, or for larger and smaller mammal animals, you can capture them in a trap and then kill them with the use of a rock. Capturing food any way possible is very significant and means everything to your survival in the wilderness. Here is a brief list of some of the easiest animals to hunt, kill, and gain valuable energy and protein from. Porcupines. These are very slow moving animals and very easy to capture and gain nutrients and protein from. Basically, if you can walk and hold onto a stick, you are already one step ahead of capturing your animal, killing it, and then consuming it. However, a porcupine doesn't go down so easy, and many people find that you have to beat them in the head repeatedly before they can be assumed dead. The easiest way to prepare the animal for cooking and consumption is to roll over the porcupine onto its back, and then cut it open through its chest and abdominal area. Because porcupines have quills, you want to avoid them at all if at all possible, so that you don't stick yourself. The quills can easily be removed by the inside of the stomach without even having to touch the quills. You can then take the meat from the porcupine and cook it over a fire. Porcupines have been used for many, many years for people who have been lost in the woods, and an easy way to score some food while trying to survive the wilderness. Fish are also very easy to obtain for the consumption of food. Generally, a survivalist will pack a hook and line just for fishing purposes. Although this is one of the easiest ways to capture food, you can still, however, capture fish without a hook and a line. You simply find out where the fish are swimming and pin them down to the bottom of the water source barehanded. You can also find it very simple to find a stick with a pointed end and stab the fish as they swim by to capture your food source. Fish are also filled with protein and nutrients that your body needs to survive. Simply skin the fish and cook them on your fire, and you have a tasty and fulfilling meal to help you through your wilderness survival. You can also eat the fish raw. However, if you have the fire and ready and available, survivors find it easier to consume when cooked. Snakes, birds, and other aquatic animals. Snakes are another animal that can be easily caught when you are stuck out in the wilderness. For the non-venomous snakes, you can easily capture them with your own hands or by the use of a sharp stick for venomous types of snakes. Birds are also a very popular food item when you're trapped in the wilderness. Although birds themselves are hard to capture unless you have a gun readily available, you can, however, consume bird eggs through their nests in the trees. After you've retrieved the bird eggs, you want to make sure that you break the egg and cook it thoroughly. Bird eggs are filled with nutrients and protein and are one of the top foods that survivalists will choose to consume when lost in the wilderness. You can also capture other aquatic animals aside from fish, such as crayfish, clams, and turtles. These are easily caught by your bare hands or with a sharp stick and should be cooked thoroughly. These types of small aquatic animals can be found in numbers in many different freshwater locations. Your options really are endless when it comes to finding, capturing, and consuming an aquatic type animal.